Hi everyone, I'm Kirsty and today I'm going to be watching Memories of a Murder. So this is a Bong Joon-ho film and I have watched Parasite before. I saw that when it came out in the cinemas years ago and I really enjoyed it and I've been wanting to get watching more of Bong Joon-ho's stuff, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to Memories of Murder, you know? I'm really interested in watching this one because it's about it's inspired by a real life case where a man was committing serial murders in Hwasong, I think it was, and he never got caught until I think 2019, which is really interesting that they actually managed to find out who it was, and it's someone who's already in prison for life, so thankfully, even though the statute of limitations was up, he's gone away and there's he's not going to be out there, everyone knowing he's a murderer, but they can't do anything, if you know what I mean. This was Bong Joon-ho's second film and he got a lot of critical acclaim for it, many awards, and this film is considered one of the best Korean films ever. So I'm really excited to watch this. I can't believe I've not watched it until now, but Korean cinema is really hard to find in the UK for some reason. Well, not hard to find, but it's not most of it isn't on any streaming platforms that you pay for, you know, it's not on Netflix that you already pay a subscription for or anything. I had to buy this on Amazon Prime as a rental because for some reason there's just nothing that goes with your regular subscription. It's really strange. But yeah, I am excited to watch this and see what I think and watch some more Korean cinema. I really want to get into more Korean cinema, so I think this is a really great place to kind of keep going with my delving into it. Yeah. If you enjoy my reaction, don't forget to hit subscribe, and if you'd like to leave a like or a comment, I very much appreciate that. My socials are linked down below, including my Patreon, where you can sign up to support me and receive early access to my videos. We are 2 weeks ahead over there. I'm excited. I'm very excited to watch this. I think the thing that I find really fascinating about this film as well, going into it, is that I think it's set in rural parts of Korea. And I'm always intrigued by seeing a lot more of rural Korea, because I think a lot of the representation we have in film and television is set in Seoul, and I like to see the experience of people outside of the big cities. He's the guy that's in all of Bong Joon-ho's movies, isn't he? That there's a dead woman. Oh my god, if I were him, I'd be getting really mad. All these kids getting involved, messing with the crime scene. It's interesting the colour has changed from the beginning to now. It was very colourful at the beginning. Now that we're kind of into the case, it's a lot darker and grim. Oh my god, there's just all these people hanging around a dead body. What the? Oh. No wonder so many older crimes just never got solved, because the evidence is just totally messed with all the time.
남자가 정도 많고 뭐 워낙 성격이 급하다 보니까 가끔씩 그런 일이 그게 뭐 흠이 될 수는 없고 그런데 뭐 주먹으로 사람을 뭐 때리고
Whoa. This poor kid. Jesus. It's that way where you'd just be terrified to be like a woman in a place like that when there's like serial rape and murder going on. Rapist. Oh my god, he jumped! Oh my god. You'd just be suspecting everyone.
진작 말씀을 하시지. 미안합니다. 아무것도 못해서 어떡해 형사가.
뭐 사람을 그렇게 못 알아봐서 어떡해.
Bad eye for criminals. I mean, you didn't really give him a chance to tell you, did you? You just started yelling at him.
이 사진 빨리 뽑아줘. 어? 반장님. 저 이게 서울에서.
아 반가워. 그쪽 연락 받았어. 아니 근데 자네 얼굴이 왜? 아니.
Yeah. I suppose they've sent someone from Seoul because there's more murders there. Because it's metropolitan, there's a lot more people. Whereas like a place like this, you just wouldn't see stuff like that very regularly. Like it happens a lot in like rural towns when like they're shaken up by like serious crimes because it's just not something they deal with a lot.
이 얼마나 흔치 않은 경우야. 어? 앉아.
Now they're eating with this kid? What is going on?
작년에 이양숙 죽었을 때 그 사건 현장에서 찍어놨던 발자국 사진이야. 잘 봐봐. 그리고 이건 니네 집에서 가져온 네 운동화. 네가 신고 다니는 거 맞지? 안 그래? 자, 잘 봐봐. 이 사진 속의 발자국의 모양과 네.
Did he just go and do that? Just to... He set him up.
폭 들어간 거. 응? 정확하지? 그래 안 그래? 요건 이게 흙이 떨어져 나간 거니까 뭐 상관이 없고.
Because he took that picture just now, right? He didn't... This crime scene was messed up.
너 이 얼굴 보고 여자들 싫어하지? 막 찡그리고 막 도망다니지?
맞다. 다 죽여버릴 거다.
You set him up to say that.
향수기 빤스를 모자처럼 쓱 나빠셨다.
거들 말이지 거들. 그 여자들 입는. 응?
아 맞다 그거도 그걸 딱 모자처럼 쓱 나빠셨다.
But that doesn't line up... No. He didn't actually do it then, did he? Because he said...
벗겨놓았을 다시 입혔다.
Hmm.
그건 왜 그랬을까?
I feel like they've, like, forced a confession here. That's not a real confession, right? I wasn't expecting it to be, like, really realistic to, like, old style police. I don't know why. I should have been expecting it because it's Bong Joon-ho. But I wasn't expecting... What are they doing? Oh, do they think they've solved it?
너희 손가락이 이렇게 붙어서 젓가락질도 제대로 못하겠다. 그지? 너 어릴 때부터 이런 거지?
He knows it's not that kid.
죽은 여자 목에 끈 같은 걸로 3번이나 꽁꽁 묶어서 매듭을 만들어 놨잖아요. 제 백광 손 한번 봐봐. 저 손으로 뭘 막으면 가능합니까?
나가.
아, 애들 줘서요.
나가란 말이야.
Stuff like this, like obviously it's not good to like arrest someone who didn't do a crime, but it also causes more like incidents to happen, you know? Like they're gonna think it's all over because they think they've caught the person, and then like more poor innocent women are gonna get raped and murdered. Oh my god, what an absolute circus.
어차피 걸렸어. 더 이상 말 마. 야, 너 아까 참에 정일 검사 표정 못 봤냐?
그래도 그렇지 씨발 영장 기각이 말이 됩니까? 물증까지 있는데.
물죠? 그 발작.
Evidence that you made up.
백강호 그냥 풀어주는 거니까.
그럼 좋겠어. 자백만 가지고는.
I like this guy from Seoul.
그놈 지 입으로 아주 세부적인 얘기까지 잘 풀었어요. 예? 그 진짜 그 범인이 아니고는 도저히 모르는 것들. 목적하는 순서 같은 거. 당신도 들었잖아 그 삼국대에서.
It's probably that he's not the killer, but that maybe he witnessed it. Or like he said, rehearsed it.
1차 그 사건 현장하고 그 2차 사건 현장 이제 그 직선 거리가 이게 한 1000m 정도, 1km도 채 안 되는 그런 짧은 거리고 있습니다.
Is there a new guy heading the investigation?
피해자는 그 12일, 16일 그 양일간에 12시 12월 16일 그 12시에 방천 소재
This guy is just an absolute idiot.
어쨌든 그 현장에서 족적이 1점이 나왔고 혈흔이 그 2점.
He's just like the embodiment of like bad police work, really.
다 이분이라는 점.
상당히 예쁘다는 거. 또
사건 날 전부 비가 왔어요.
비?
다들 비 오는 밤에 살해됐다고요.
그래?
To wash away evidence, right?
자세히부터 봐도 알 수 있죠. 서린 절대 거짓말 안 하거든. 그 실종 당시에 독거 연순이 입은 옷이 붉은색 남방입니다. 서류에도 떡하니 나와 있죠.
그건 뭐야?
이거 여기 사인펜으로 표시된 부분이 그 실종되던 날 날씨.
This guy's good. He knows what's up.
자신 있나?
Would it be easy to find a body from 2 months ago, though? Especially in this like mulchy ground. Rice paddies.
남자애들이 그 여자애들 다 따먹고 뭐야 여럿이 한 방에 모여가지고 막 떼씹하고 그런다며? 진짜
Oh my god, these two are actually degenerates.
몰라 임마. 저 4년째 나온 저 태용이한테 물어봐. 떼씹하는지. 야,
정확히 가는다.
4 years in 9th grade. And somehow he's a copper.
그나저나 현순이 한 보고 싶다.
But this is also set in a time when, like, Korean people just didn't trust the police because of the involvement of them in the military ruling and stuff.
꽁꽁 묶은 것도 똑같네.
사례 수법, 뒤처리 방법, 자기 노하우가 확실해요.
This is why you should never write off missing persons cases.
어떻게 안창살로다가 좀 더 드릴까? 아유 됐어요. 뭐 고기는 됐고. 백광 어디 갔어요? 오늘 안 보이네. 응? 무슨 일? 얘가 아드님 불라고 내가 뭘 사왔는데 나 주세요.
They've really gone to the place of the guy they tried to have arrested when he wasn't him.
백광호. 너 사이즈 250 맞지? 응? 나이키.
Aye, a pair of shoes is going to make up for what you did.
예전에
나이키가 아니고
Nice, not Nike.
저 친구야말로 우리가 찾는 범인하고 가장 거리가 먼 타입입니다. 그러니까 저런 애를 붙들고 지지급하고 시간만
This guy knows what's up.
고기도 좀 드시고 말씀을 하세요.
You don't know what you're talking about. You rarely deal with murders. Whereas this guy's from Seoul, where there's a lot of them. Well, not a lot, but a lot in comparison to where you're from. Maybe listen to him and stop having such an ego. Whoa. What the hell is he doing?
귀찮다. 준비됐나?
Are they having someone pretending to be a woman? Oh no, it is a woman, but they've got her set up so it looks like.
야, 니네 여기 좀 있다가 기 좀 붙이면 가. 우선 쓰는 만하다. 이것도 학교 앞에서 주신 거예요? 누가 버린 거예요, 버린 거. 언니도 그 사진 좀 가세요?
임마, 형사님이셔.
에이, 뻥이죠?
Oh, it's the woman. Oh, I remember seeing her now.
그럼 내가 우산 들고 공장 앞으로 나가지 뭐. 어? 에이고, 됐네요. 그래. 네,
Ah,
알겠습니다.
she's gonna be the next victim, isn't she? Because she's wearing red. Oh. Smart. But she is going to be the next victim. He's going to move on from the red thing, I bet you. That would be terrifying. Someone starts whistling the song you're singing. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god.
죽놈이 거기에 털을 밀어버렸다. 완전히 완벽한 거지.
저기 그럼 저 이 근처에 저 용덕사라고 절이 있거든요. 거기부터 한번 밟아볼까요?
I'm really suspecting monks because they're bald. No, the murderer is smart and knows.
BJ가
그거 틀어주면서 신청자 엽서를 읽어줬는데 태령읍에서 외로운 남자가 보냅니다. 비 오는 밤 꼭 틀어주세요.
미스권 나이스 굿 아이디어.
She's actually on to something. Shut up.
또 시작이야.
이봐라. 은민이 치료받고 잘 이 노래 소리 딱 듣는 순간에 그만 눈이 희뜩 기회진다는.
반장님까지 또 왜 그러세요 진짜? 그 말도 안 되는 소리를 참저.
You know nothing about serial murders. Stop sticking your nose in.
그렇지. 이걸 이렇게 잘 말리면은 이 얼룩얼룩한 게 범인의 얼굴 형상이 돼서 나타난다 이 말씀이야.
Not so sure about that, mate. I think you've been scammed. But sure.
아니 저 새끼 이거 웬일이야? 멀어서.
Is he trying to get in the head of the criminal?
씨발 과학 수사를 해야지 과학.
We need science here, he says as he's holding a charm from a shaman. Is this going to be the chief now? And they're all hiding from each other and it's just... Is no one going to try and catch it? Like, what are you doing? Why are you... Just go get him. I don't know if it is him though. I feel like that's just a guy who gets off on that. I don't know if it's actually him that's like the murderer slash rapist. I lost him, I'm guessing. Yep.
그때 경찰 아저씨. 뭐? 그때 그 쳐서.
안 살면?
I think that guy was just a pervert. I don't know if he was actually the like criminal, you know? Like, I don't think. Just pull everyone's pants down. See who's wearing frilly underwear. That was a joke, by the way. They're all wearing black. Found him. It's the frilly pants.
아니, 뭐 딸딸이 좀 챙겨 죄입니까? 쟤
It's a bit bloody weird to go to a crime scene and jerk off, though.
집에야 애들도 있고 또 숲속이 공기도 좋고 네가 죽인 여자 생각이 나가지고 거기 이 새끼야.
저기요. 남편이 밤마다 동네 막
Oh my god. Oh, so many flies in there.
마까지 뉴스 보면 말입니다. 이게 무려 200m 아닙니까? 네, 상당히 먼 길입니다. 그래도 비가 쫙쫙 오는데 여자 질질 끌고 갑니다.
This guy just keeps trying to like coerce confessions out of people.
쭉 조르는데 여자가요 돌멩이로 갔다가 내 얼굴
Like,
탁 세리더라. 이거 아닙니까? 어디 맞았어?
he's coaching them all to make a false confession. I always wonder just how much that happened in the past, you know? Poor, like, innocent people going to jail because of forced confessions by police who were under, like, serious stress and pressure to get a murderer. They keep focusing on these girls and I am concerned about them.
제일 먼저 그 얘기를 한 사람이 뭐 누구라든가.
그걸 어떻게 알아요? 참새 씨름에서 제일 먼저 만든 게 누구냐? 그딴 거 물어보는 거나 마찬가지죠. 차라리 여기 한번 변소에 가보세요.
엄마, 넌 내가 그렇게 한가해 보이냐?
Well, you obviously have time to go to the school randomly to ask about it, so why don't you have time to go to the outhouse? Oh. I would not want to go to the toilet there, it's really rather dark. Oh!
좀 물어볼 게 있는데요. 저번에 저 잠깐만요. 이거 보세요. 경찰입니다.
정말요? 지금 계시면
잠깐만.
누가 보면 안 돼요.
Is she getting abused by her husband or something?
아무도 없어요.
가세요. 제발요. 그날 밤에 비가 부슬부슬 내리던 밤이었는데
Oh, rain.
그게 언제죠?
그게 그러니까
Oh, is she an attempted victim? Or a victim of rape, but he didn't murder her? Oh gosh.
손이 정말 부드러웠어요. 내 입을 막은 손이 진짜 여자 손처럼 곱고 부드러웠어요.
So why didn't she get killed? Is it that the others saw his face and that's why he killed them, whereas she didn't?
아까 그 여자 진술 내용 하나도 빠뜨리지 말고.
개새끼 이게 그렇게 재밌어? 막판에 쟤 보는 게 그렇게 재밌냐? 어? 다 잡아 제발. 이거 뭔데 이 새끼야? 어? 이뭘 잡아 이 새끼야? 개새끼 이거.
Jesus! That's live right now. Oh my god, go out! Go out! Is it raining? Oh my god, you gotta go!
신청이 없어 있을 거 아니야. 뭐 장난? 여기 경찰서 이 새끼야. 야 여보세요. 여보세요.
제가 집복할게요.
저 반장님 병력장은요?
나머지 병력 한 명도 없단다.
Oh god, some poor woman's about to get killed.
범행 추정 시간은 어젯밤 7시 반에서 8시 사이입니다.
너희 둘이 정신없이 싸우고 있을 때 그때 다 했구만. 그죠?
가만히 있어봐.
I wouldn't say they were fighting like madmen. I think the other guy was beating him up. What the hell is that?
이거 복숭아 조각인데?
Ah! Oh.
서울에서도 이런 거 자주 보나?
전혀.
그래 네 말이 맞다.
뭐가?
애초부터 이런 놈들하고 쓸데없는 짓을 했어.
Is this him finally realizing his investigative style is just shite? This is staring at each other.
작년 9월부터? 그럼 작년 첫 사건 나기 조금 전이네. 그러니까 네가 군대 제대하고 이 동네 공장으로 온 뒤부터 여기서 사건들이 줄줄 일어나는 셈이란 말이야. 맞지?
What a coincidence there. I don't know. I don't think it's him either.
너는 진 기억나? 한 조각, 두 조각, 세 조각, 집어쳐요. 네 조각, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. 하지 마. 안돼 새끼야.
Oh my god!
자백만 받았는데 박경규 그 새끼를 죽도록 두들겨 패는 거야. 너 많이 변했다.
That's interesting. I feel like he's become a bit more investigative instead of doing, like, I don't know, maybe not. This may have only just happened. Whereas he's becoming a bit more punchy.
그 자식 삽질하다 말고 이양숙 죽을 때 얘기 조목조목했었잖아. 근데
He's a witness.
정말 백광호한테 미리 대사 연습시킨 거 아니었어? 진짜 아니라니까. 근데 어떻게 그 자식이 목조는 순서가
Come on! Click! Come on, he's a witness!
자기가 한 짓을 얘기하는 게 아닌데.
Because it was!
적당히 좀 마셔 임마.
저 방에는 없어. 동네 좀 돌아볼게.
오락실 가 오락실. 어? 너 여기 몇 시부터 와 있었냐? 어? 백광호 왔냐?
What's happening on the telly? Oh no, what's happening?
오늘 공판에서 재판부는 준강제추행 혐의를 공소 사실에 추가했습니다. 한방법입니다. 인천지방법원 형사이부 이근홍 부장판사는 오늘 공판에서 특별검사가 제출한
Jesus! This guy's a nut job!
교수랑 했지? 야같이
him? He's an absolute disgrace of a man. What did he do? Oh, I had a nail in it. Oh my god. That's one way to get him to stop. Oh. Oh my god, what, is he gonna do something to Kwang-oh? Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought he was gonna like hurt Kwang-oh there and it would like ruin the investigation entirely. Obviously I don't want Kwang-oh to get hurt in general, but you know.
사진을 보라니까. 어렸을 때 공룡 날 집어던졌다 저 사람이. 광호야, 야이 새끼.
The man threw him in the fire?
야 광호야. 야, 너 찾는다고 임마.
Is he about to get hit by something? Is he on the... Oh my god, he's about to get hit by a train! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god.
여기 이렇게 있어도 돼? 다들 찾을 텐데.
I had a feeling something bad was gonna happen to him.
해마. 예? 너 다리 왜 그래?
아니 왜요?
병원 가봤어?
아이 무식까지 병원 가요.
For a nail in the leg, eye.
아니, 다리를 잘라야 된다고요? 예?
설명 또 해줄까?
아니 못에 한번 찔렸다고 그걸 가지고 멀쩡한 다리를 왜 잘라?
안 그러면 쟤 죽는다. 파상풍 아주 살고
He's got tetanus.
찔렸으면 즉시 병원을 찾을 것이지. 천하의 비련 쌍업토이 같은 새끼들 보면 뭐하냐. 다행이야 물 밑에서 자르줄게.
가져.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like another murder is gonna happen and it's not gonna be him because he'll have been watched the entire time. Oh, you fell asleep and he's gone. Oh my god. I knew there was going to be something about those teenagers. Oh. And he lost him. He stopped watching him and he couldn't follow him in his car and he lost him.
가슴에 면도칼로 그은 자상. 아이고 이게 뭐야? 문부에게 이물질이 잔뜩 박혀 있는데요?
Oh god, what is it now? A pen. Oh. And a spoon. That's the band-aid he put on her. Whoa!
내가 다 죽였다. 이 말이 듣고 싶은 거지? 그치? 이제 좀 속이 시원해? 어?
Did they get... Oh my god, have they got the semen results? Oh my god, and it's not him. It's not him. No match. So I mean, at least you're not the reason a young girl got killed because you stopped following him. What's he doing with that gun? Oh my god, stop. What are you doing? Well, I mean, he can't really go. You cuffed him. Oh my god, like, stop. Wait, did he actually hit him? Oh no, I think he's okay. It just shows how much this, like, kind of case would mess with someone investigating it. Because as much as, like, he kind of went along with what they were doing at the beginning, he was quite, like, quick to question what they were doing and figure out other kind of stuff and really look into it more when they were all just focused on one person. But then he got so focused on one person because he thought, yeah, it's definitely him. And that's like, I think that's what wastes a lot of time as well when it comes to these kind of incidents, is that like people can get attached to cases and they just struggle to, like, if they find someone they think it is, they just struggle to question it.
게임 잘하냐? 하긴 공부도 못하는 게임이라도 잘해야지.
Oh wow, these two had kids.
아빠 눈물 속이려고
내잖아 좀 믿어라.
그래. 아니 그 그제도 저기 오상무가 직접 전화를 했더라고 회사로.
Oh, did he leave the police? I'm guessing he left because he was just so turned up about that case. Probably half expecting to see a body under there.
그 안에 뭐 있어요? 거기에 뭐 있냐고요? 근데 왜 봐요?
그냥 좀 봤다.
되게 신기하다.
That's so weird.
그 아저씨한테도 물어봤었거든요. 왜 여기 들여다보냐고.
그랬더니
뭐래더라? 맞아. 옛날에 여기서 자기가 했던 일이 생각.
Oh my god. That's a little bit scary. What a movie. Oh man. I think there's a different feeling watching that now, knowing that they found out who did it, versus when it first came out in 2003, because that must have been just like really harrowing for people knowing that he could have been out there, you know, still. I think it was really fascinating to see the way Sateyun, I'm looking at cast lists for the names because I feel like they barely said their names. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting the way Detective Sa kind of went from being more investigative, I would say, and like questioning everything that was happening with the police, because Detective Puck wasn't really like, he was very focused on just trying to find one person that was doing it all and not really looking into, well, actually, is this the right person? Like, he was just thinking, I think this is the person, so I'm gonna make sure I get the confession out of them. Whereas Detective Saw was more questioning that and figuring out, is it really the person? And then as the investigation went on, he became a lot more in his head, I think. Like, he got like so focused on Park Kyung-gyu, especially at the end there, because he believed he did it and that poor girl died, and he believed that it was his fault that she died because he stopped following Kyung-gyu and lost him, to the point where he nearly killed him because he was just like so caught up in like thinking it was all his fault, and he wanted to make sure it never happened again, that he kind of lost sight of his job in it all, in a way. And I found that quite fascinating, because I think it must be incredibly difficult to investigate a case like this and not start to feel an attachment, in a way, to the victims, and feel like you just really desperately need to find, like, I don't know, I think it would be very difficult to not get really caught up in the emotional side of it. It's just, it would just be a lot. And I think that's why as well, like, you see Detective Puck at the end, and he's not in the police anymore, he's like working for a sales company of some sort with juicers. Like, I feel like that would make a lot of people leave the police, honestly, and the fact it's like left unsolved at that point, you just think, I need to get out of this, because it would just ruin, like, you just wouldn't be able to stop thinking about it. Incredibly glad that eventually they figured out who it was that was doing the Hwasong serial murders. And like, I think as well, even though he'd stopped because he was convicted for killing his sister-in-law, because there'd been like, they didn't find out who he was for 30 years. Like, you'd be terrified, because he could still be out there. You'd never know. Like, I think it's a relief for a lot of people that they found out who he was, I guess. I think it was a really great movie. I found it fascinating the way they did the colors and stuff in it. Like the beginning and the end are quite colorful, and then it's like when they go, it's like they go into the case and it's like a bit darker and a bit more like a 1980s cop show. I'm guessing that was like the point of it, was to kind of put you into that feeling. It was also really interesting that they had like the little bits of history spread throughout it, like the news reports and protests and stuff like that were causing other things to happen. So like they couldn't send out like police to help them in the investigation because there was like police being involved elsewhere, and like I think it was probably to do with like the democratic reforms happening in the late 80s in Korea. And I just thought those little kind of bits of it were really interesting to be included in it, because obviously a lot of other real life stuff happens that can mess up cases just because of situations, you know, like police not being available because they're doing other things. And I don't know, I just found that really interesting that they included that. Must have been really devastating for that town as well, you know, or that area, because like it's a wee rural area where crime just doesn't happen, and like for that to be happening, you'd be terrified because it's happening to your neighbors, your friends, and oh man, it was really good. I can see why it won like so many awards, and like why it kind of skyrocketed Bong Joon-ho. I'm not really one for like knowing anything about like cinematography and direction and all this. Like I just watch a movie and go, good movie. But it was a really great movie. So I do feel a bit though, because you know, like violence happening to women, the tale as old as time, really. It's sad, you know. I'm glad they found out who it was in the end. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.